Hi. So I've been in the trend of watching vinyl collection videos recently, and I have not done like a full collection video since last year, I believe. So why not do a update, because I think it's grown a little bit. Maybe not as much, but like substantial. So yeah, I separate mine into 90s and up and 90s and below, and then alphabetical order. And you're gonna be like, huh? You'll understand once we get to that. So let's just begin. So first up, we have Adele's 30. Oh my gosh, such a great album. I know there was like some controversy that there's so many printed that the little smaller artists couldn't really afford, or warehouse issues. I don't remember exactly, but there was some drama. My favorite song off of there is My Little Love. That the voicemail at the end just broke me. Next up, we have The Diary of Alicia Keys, by Alicia Keys. When I first started getting vinyl and getting into this, it was in high school because my friend had her mom's old records and I wanted a record player and stuff too. So my dad bought it for me for my birthday, and he bought me 2 albums because that was the gift. And this was one of them because I really wanted it at the time. You Don't Know My Name is one of my favorite songs of all time, and that album is incredible. Next, we have Amy Winehouse's Back to Black. This is the Target version, so it's on this like hot pink. It's very interesting. Favorite song, Stuck Between Tears Dry on Their Own and He Can Only Hold Her. And if there's color pressings, I will show you. And if there's not, then you won't see it. Next, we have the Target version of Thank You Next by Ariana Grande. I found this one time at my Target and just decided to buy it. It's my favorite album of hers. Favorite song is Fake Smile. I just really like that song a lot. It's so good. But the whole album is fantastic. Imagine is definitely a close second. Next up is Britney Spears with Baby One More Time. And it's the Urban Outfitters pink splatter version. Super cute, super girly. Really matches like the whole cover and stuff. My favorite songs, I'm basic with this one. My favorite songs are Baby One More Time and You Drive Me Crazy. And then we have another Britney Spears album. It's Blackout, and this is the clear version from Urban Outfitters. My friend Brandon bought this for me because it was on super sale one time. My favorite song is Radar. And then the last Britney Spears album that I own at the moment is Femme Fatale. This is just high school memories for me. It came out when I was like a freshman or sophomore. I think it was a sophomore, I don't know. Either one of those years. And yeah, it's on this cute gold and white splatter. Really pretty. Favorite songs, oh my gosh. I really love I Wanna Go. That's like the song that stuck with me the longest off of that album. And then we have another favorite of mine, Celine Dion's Let's Talk About Love. What a great album. So many good songs. I am a fan of like a 90s ballad, and this album is chocked full of 90s ballads. My Heart Will Go On, Tell Him with Barbara Streisand, Immortality, The Reason. Oh my goodness. This was the second album I got for my birthday, along with Alicia Keys. It is Sierra with Goodies. I don't know why I showed you that. It's black. Love this album. Favorite songs, I love Goodies. I love Oh. I love One Two Step. I love Thug Style. Everything is the bee's knees, baby. Next, we have City Girls with their City on Lock album. It's clear. It's Urban Outfitters. And, sorry, I'm moving things out of the way so it's easier to take these off. Favorite song off of here is Pussy Talk with Doja Cat. Also Jobs. I have literally said Nasty But Classy, Birkin Bag Me so many times. It's not even funny. And I also really love Rodeo. But speaking of Doja Cat, we have her Hot Pink, and it's Hot Pink. This was Urban Outfitters as well. Favorite songs off of here: Cybersex for one, Bottom Bitch, Say So, Streets. Planet Her is going to be released on vinyl on the 27th of May. I'm so excited. I'll definitely have to get that. This one is Gwen Stefani's The Sweet Escape. It is on this gold color. It's an Urban Outfitters exclusive. And this The Sweet Escape album is actually the first CD I ever bought back in the end of my elementary school years when I just started really discovering what music I liked. So that Sweet Escape album holds a big piece of musical history for me. Next, we have some little country with Casey Musgrave's Golden Hour. I feel like everybody knows this album at this point. If they haven't heard it, they definitely know the name. Favorite song, Butterflies. That song is gorgeous and amazing. And I want the other Casey Musgraves albums because I only have 2 at the moment. Then we have Star-Crossed, her latest release from last year. It's the Target version on this, like, orange. Favorite song is definitely still Simple Times, but the chorus definitely, like, affects me sometimes because it just is, like, a little too relatable at some points. This album is not in an outer sleeve yet because I don't have enough. I ran out of inner sleeves, but it's Kehlani's Sweet Sexy Savage. This is the Urban Outfitters version. So many good songs on here. My favorite songs, though, Advice, Get Like, and Too Much. And it's pressed on this very lovely purple white swirl. Anything that is purple, I am a fan of, because purple is my favorite color, baby. So yes, Kehlani, Sweet Sexy Savage. Speaking of Kehlani, she has a new album coming out this month, or is it next month? It's one of the two, and I'm very excited about that. And we're not done with Kehlani just yet because we have her It Was Good Until It Wasn't album. This was definitely a really heavily replayed album the year it came out. Favorite song is definitely still Bad News. I just love that song. And then we have Lana Del Rey, one of my favorite singers, with her album Honeymoon. This is my favorite Lana Del Rey album. It's fantastic. Favorite songs off of here. Honeymoon is haunting. Music to Watch Boys To is so good. But Religion, that is the song. That is the song. Then we have Chemtrails Over the Country Club. It's on this gray color. There was quite a few pressings, and she had 2 different pressings, or 2 or 3 on her website. I chose the gray one, and this album is just okay. It's not her strongest work, in my opinion. Favorite song is White Dress. But it's still good. But Blue Banister definitely was the better album of the 2 from last year. Next up, we have Leanne Rimes with her album Blue, and it's on this cute blue swirl. It's country, and favorite songs: Blue, One Way Ticket, Hurt Me, Cattle Call. I don't know, I just really love that album. Next up, we have Lil' Kim with her album Hardcore. This is, what was this, a Vinyl Me pressing? I don't remember. It was a birthday gift from Brandon. He came through with a classic, and it's on this cute pink swirl, and it is so good. She's one of my favorite rappers. Favorite songs: No Time, definitely No Time. Next up, we have my favorite album from last year. It's Maisie Peters' You Signed Up For This, and it's just so good. The lyrics are so good. The songs are so catchy. Favorite songs: John Hughes Movie, Love Him I Don't, and Tough Act. Oh my gosh, Tough Act. Next up, we have Maren Morris with her album Hero. My Church is still my favorite song off of this album, but yeah, the whole thing is amazing. Next is Mariah Carey's Daydream, my second favorite Mariah Carey album of all time. Favorite songs. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Melt Away. Always Be My Baby. Fantasy, forever a classic. One, just a great album. And then we have Butterfly, and this was the first Mariah Carey song I ever heard, which was Honey, back when I was driving home with my dad from Korean school. That dun 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 dun, it affected me, and that was the start of my Mariah Carey obsession. My face. Why are you so obsessed with me? And Honey is still my favorite song. Next is The Emancipation of Mimi, and it's this like fancy ultra deluxe version because it has like all the songs off the platinum and 2 new ones, 2 bonuses. This is my favorite Mariah Carey album of all time. I mean, it's a toss-up really between Daydream and Emancipation, because sometimes it is Emancipation, but other times it's Miss Daydream. But favorite songs off of that are We Belong Together, Mine Again, Stay the Night. And then we have E = MC squared, which the CD version of this, when it came out back in 2008, I got for my birthday. This is on the cute purple, which is fantastic. Favorite songs, Touch My Body and For the Record. And then we have my second favorite album of last year. It's Olivia Rodrigo with her album Sour. It's this cute grape purple from Urban Outfitters. I'm really basic, but my favorite song is still Driver's License. I could not get enough of that song last year. We have Panic at the Disco's Pretty Odd, Northern Downpour. Oh, still gets me a little misty. And then we have SZA's Control, and this is on the cute translucent green. One of my favorite albums of the 2010s. It is a staple in my collection at this point. I listen to that album so much. Favorite songs, Drew Barrymore. Actually, that's now become like one of my favorite songs of all time. Love Galore. And then we have Taylor Swift's Lover. It's the Target version, so it's like the pink, and then there's the teal. Love this album. It's so cute. And my favorite song is Still Cruel Summer. Best song off of that album. If you disagree, argue with the wall. And then we have Folklore, and it's on the Target Red. And my favorite song is Exile. And then we have Taylor Swift with her Red Taylor's version. So it's like the big, massive 4 LP album. It's so heavy. I got this for Christmas last year. And I was really excited because Red was actually the first Taylor Swift CD I ever bought back in high school. And State of Grace is still my favorite Taylor Swift song off of that album. And then we have Vampire Weekend's Contra. Last year, I was really getting into more bands, Indian alternative bands, and this album was so good. Favorite songs, Horchata and Diplomat's Son. And then we have Zara Larsson with her album So Good. This is one of my favorite albums released in the 2010s, if not my favorite. I don't know, man. It's either Emotion. It's either Emotion by Carly Rae Jepsen or this one. It's so good. That's the name of the album. And favorite songs off of there, literally every single one of them. But like What They Say, So Good, Only You, and Make That Money Grow. And that is like the end of the modern day things. Now this is where you're gonna be like, oh, pre-90s, you know, because it is pre-90s. And it starts off with Aretha Franklin's Lady Soul. So I bought this after I saw the movie Respect last year. Because Lady Soul is the album that has 2 of my favorite Aretha Franklin songs at this moment. One, always it was You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman. And then through the Respect movie, it was Ain't No Way, which is now my favorite Aretha Franklin song to date. The background vocals were really what sold me on that song, because those are some of the best background vocals you'll ever hear in a song in your entire life. Next is Barbra Streisand's and Yves Montand. On a Clear Day You Can See Forever. A lot of these older records I've bought at my like Rasputin's, which is a Bay Area record CD store and movie store. And like I searched through the 50 cent bins, so I find a lot of the old ones there, like this one, The Way We Were by Barbra Streisand. Yeah. I just love going there when I can. I haven't been able to go in a while though because on my days off, the store is closed. So that's a little like annoying. Then we have Lazy Afternoon. And then we have Superman. And I think there's one more. I think I accidentally forgot to put it. Oh, yeah, I skipped her. The soundtrack to Yentl. Piece of Sky. A Piece of Sky. That song is vocally amazing. And then we have the Beatles, and this is their White Album. This is where I ran out of outer inner sleeves, but it is pressed on white. I got this from my dad's vinyl collection when he passed away. I'm not really into the music that my mom and dad listened to a lot when they were my age. I'm more into like vocals. They were more into like bands. Not saying bands don't have great vocals, but like I'm more into like that Barbra Streisand sound. Then we have the recording for Camelot with Julie Andrews and Richard Burton and Robert Goulet. Goulet. Anyways, I was prompted to listen to this after watching the movie Jackie with Natalie Portman. And then we have the Carpenters, Close to You. I really love them. So last year, I really started getting more into artists that were really popular during the time my parents were my age, and Carpenters were one of the groups and music that I found. Then we have A Song for You. Fantastic. And we have my favorite Carpenters album of all time, just called The Carpenters. And this one I did. So when I ran out of inner sleeves, I was really picky with the pre-1990s ones that I wanted for quick, easy access until I can buy more, which I have not been able to do for a little bit because I've forgotten. But favorite songs off of here are Rainy Days and Mondays, Let Me Be the One, and Superstar. There's another Carpenters album that I really want, which is Now and Then, because Yesterday Once More is one of my favorite Carpenters songs. Then we have Debbie Boone with her album Midstream. The only reason I know of Debbie Boone is because of that You Light Up My Life song, which I really like. They didn't have it at Rasputin's, but they had that one, and I decided to just buy it just to see. Then we have Diana Ross, Surrender. So if you see like these things, that means I bought them at my like used and new music store, Rasputin's. Then we have Fiddler on the Roof soundtrack. This was actually from my grandma. Yeah. Everyone knows that movie at this point. And then we have more records down here. So, we have John Denver's Back Home Again. I bought this because I was watching a drama last year with my mom called Youth of May, and Lee Do-hyun's character, he plays a song when they're at this like music cafe that reminds him of the girl he likes, and it was Annie's song, and that song was used throughout the drama, and it was gorgeous. And after I finished watching the drama and I like listened to that song, I cried because I was just, the emotion in that song, how it sounds, is gorgeous. But then also just remembering the drama Youth of May was just, it was a moment. It was a moment. Then we have The Best of Judy Garland. I found this at Rasputin's. It was like $6, but it has quite a lengthy track list of great Judy Garland songs. Then we have Minnie Riperton's Perfect Angel. This is the album that has Loving You on it. And then we have Neil Diamond's Heartlight. I really don't know why I bought this. Probably because it was only 50 cents. And I was like, okay, I can spare 50 cents on a Neil Diamond record. Even though it doesn't have Sweet Caroline, that's fine. The record store is very notorious because, like, the older things that are like the popular things by those artists, you're not gonna get it for 50 cents. So like, if there was to ever have a Neil Diamond album that has Sweet Caroline, it wouldn't be 50 cents. Not at that place, because they know that's the popular one. Next up is something that I'm very happy to own. It took a long while to find a decent price for this because it's so expensive most places. It is the Ronettes, featuring presenting the fabulous Ronettes, featuring Veronica. The girl group sounds of the 50s and 60s were something I really got into last year, and the Ronettes were one of my favorite discoveries. So I was so excited when I finally found out for a decent price. And following that, we have the Shangri-Las with their album Leader of the Pack. And it got pressed on this cute pink version. It was like some like special repressing from years later. Really great album. Ronettes, Be My Baby. But then this one, Give 'Em a Great Big Kiss. But everyone has been using that TikTok sound for Remember Walking in the Sand. So, yeah. But that was such a fun album to buy. And then we have, not in alphabetical order. Come on, boo. Trisha, Simple Gifts. Everyone is probably like, who? Yeah, when I saw this in the bargain bins, I was like, who? So I bought it just because I was intrigued by the cover. I actually have not listened to this yet because I've literally just forgotten. But I should listen to this. Probably listen to it today. And I'll probably put like, it's folk or pop or whatever it is. Then we have this, which is a very special one to me. It's Byun Jinsub's album, Holo Dwendonin Got. This is a Korean album, and if you watch Reply 1988, they play the song Like the Birds, Segechorom. In that, that's how I found out about him and prompted me to listen to this album. And I couldn't find a CD of this, but on eBay, someone was selling the vinyl version, so I picked it up. And it's become one of my most prized possessions because it's just like so cool to own a Korean album on vinyl from like the 1980s, you know? And then we have the Spirited Away soundtrack, and this is the Japanese version. So it's 2 LPs, but 3 sides, because the 4th side is an etching. The 4th side is an etching of like the mouse and the bird. If you watch the movie, you'll know what that means. One of my favorite movies of all time. One of my favorite soundtracks of all time. Amazing. Reprise. One Summer Day. Gorgeous. I mean, Studio Ghibli soundtracks in general are the bee's knees. And so remember how you saw Kehlani's Sweet Sexy Savage not in an outer sleeve or inner sleeve because I had run out of inner sleeves? Well, these last ones are things I've picked up in the past month that also don't have inner sleeves, so I haven't put them in the outer sleeves yet. But they are going to be put in them eventually when I remember to buy inner sleeves. So first up, we have Aretha Franklin's Amazing Grace. One of the important moments in the Respect movie was the recording of the gospel album in the church in LA. And Amazing Grace is the standout on this album. It's 10 minutes long and it's fantastic. Then we have the Beach Boys with Pet Sounds. This is like the stereo pressing. I know there's like reviews on Amazon that said that the 2016 stereo pressing, which is this one, doesn't sound great. I think it sounds fine. It is what it is. You know, take what you can find. And then we have Elvis Presley's If I Can Dream with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. So they did two of these where they just took Elvis songs and redid the instrumentals with the Philharmonic, and it's so good. So good. I know some people are probably like, that's not the true essence of those songs. Okay, calm down. Whoa. I think it was a really cool mashup. Burning Love was such a great opener. It sounds so cool with the with all the strings. And Can't Help Falling in Love is gorgeous. Breathtaking. Spellbinding. Captivating, I don't know. Yeah. And then we have another oldie but a goodie. It is Etta James, At Last. Everyone knows At Last. I mean, it's iconic sound at this point. I didn't know, but when I bought this, the album came with 4 additional bonus songs. So that was cool. And then we have some more newer things. So first up, we have Summer Walker's Still Over It album. I listened to this because that was something I wanted to listen to for a little bit. This is the Target alternate cover version. And I really enjoyed this album. It was good. No Love and Bitter are my favorite songs. And Reciprocate. Reciprocate was really good too. And it's pressed on a very nice white. So that's the cover. That's the pressing. I like the alternative cover. I do like the original cover just a little bit more though. But both is fine. Great album. I heard the extended version of No Love with the Cardi B verse. Let's just say Cardi B should stick to what she knows, and that's rapping, because when she was singing, it really didn't sound that great on the song. Sorry. Love Cardi B, but that was not a good feature. Next is Wallows with their album Tell Me It's Over. Love this. Urban Outfitters exclusive, so it comes on this, they called it denim blue color. I mean, it does look like light pale blue jeans, I guess. Cute blue though. I do like the yellow pressing that they released on their website, but I missed the pre-order for that, so that was a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Favorite song off of here though is still I Don't Want to Talk. Something about that just really shook me to my core when I heard the chorus, because it was really relatable at the time. That I'm not all right, but I don't need comfort. I don't know, it just kind of resonated with me. And then lastly is All Time Low with their album Nothing Personal. This is the Urban Outfitters pressing. And I know they had a pressing before this, which is very nice. It's also colored, but I never bought it. But this pressing from Urban Outfitters, this has now become my favorite pressing. It's so beautiful. They called it Lost in Swirlio, a direct play of Lost in Stereo. All Time Low is the oldest band that's been with me. I discovered them in middle school. Look at this color. Lost in Swirlio, pink, purple, and blue. It's stunning. It's gorgeous. This is the most prettiest pressing I've ever seen in my entire life. It's gorgeous. It's the Urban Outfitters, and Nothing Personal is one of my favorite albums of all time. So good. So good. So that is the end of my vinyl collection for 2022. Yeah. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one. I love watching these types of videos. I just like seeing what other people like buying and what is what. So yeah. Thank you, and bye. 널 보고 있으면 막이 baby 너를